Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is, as always, my pleasure to welcome you back to the channel. In today's video, as you can see, we are finishing up our journey together as we head towards Sagittarius A star, the black hole at the center of the Milky Way galaxy. Now, I do want to preface, this will very likely be a much shorter video than some of the other Elite Dangerous videos on the channel. And that is because, as you can see, I've had several unsuccessful attempts at this video. I've jumped ahead quite a bit since the last time we embarked on this adventure. Some of it was I was having some audio issues that I didn't realize. I recorded for like 60, 70 minutes, and I didn't do a pre-check beforehand, which I should have, and I'm going to do every time from now on because, I got so used to everything just working right away. I didn't realize that there was an issue with my mic. So I recorded for like 45 minutes and the audio just sounds really muffled and sort of drowned out. Goodness, excuse me. So, that was really unfortunate, but we press onwards, of course. So, I did want to also say that this will likely be the last Elite Dangerous video for a little bit, because I have a lot of other ideas that I want to do with this game, but I have to get back to the bubble before any of those are possible. And I may squeeze in some exploration there as I get closer to the bubble, but it is like 20,000 light years or something, so it's quite a ways to go, especially because my ship is not fully engineered, so I don't have as much jump space or distance as I could have. So it's gonna take me a while to get that done. I do have my next 2 ships ready that I want to build, and that will be a video. I just have to gather some engineering materials, and that's going to take a while as well. And I have to get back to the bubble to do that as well. So, a lot of stuff I want to do. It's going to take some time. We'll see, how it goes, what comes out of it, so on and so forth. So, I'm thinking that the next video on the channel will probably be another Minecraft video. The only problem that I've been having with Minecraft is that when I started doing videos, I was sort of at the peak of a monthly or sort of biannually obsession with the game. You pick it up, you get your friends together, you play it for like 2 weeks straight, and then you forget about it again. So I needed a break from it for a little while, and I think the issue with Minecraft that I'm having right now when it comes to content is that a lot of the stuff I want to do in the game is really, really tedious as you're just starting out. I do have a couple of ideas for that, but that'll be something for that next Minecraft video to really get into. But I am more than likely going to be switching gears in that regard. So I'm not entirely sure yet, but these are just some thoughts that I'm having in regards to that. There's also a new No Man's Sky expedition that has come out either today or yesterday. At the time of recording this, of course. I don't know if I'll be uploading this on the same day or what's gonna happen. So, and obviously I haven't uploaded in a while, and I do apologize for that. I do want to get on a more consistent schedule here at some point, because consistency is a pretty important part of success. So I think with the way it's all looking, I'm gonna try for Tuesdays and Fridays, or Tuesdays and Saturdays. I think something like that is probably what I'm going to aim for going forward. I'm not going to make the guarantee that I'll be adjusting to that schedule anytime soon, but once I get my bearings a little bit more, figure out some stuff, I think I'll be going for 2 uploads a week on Tuesdays and Fridays, or Tuesdays and Saturdays. So again, I'm not making any promises. I've had a lot going on lately. So, obviously I'd love for, this to become a more viable option for me. But for now, it's really just when I have the time, I'll try to get some content out. So, we'll see. I do have a lot of free time this week, so hopefully I can get a backlog going and space out some uploads. We'll see with that. To circle back a little bit on Minecraft, I also considered doing some Pixelmon, if you're familiar with that. If you're not, it's Pokemon in Minecraft. I had loads and loads of fun with it when I was younger. I haven't played it in a very long time, so I think revisiting it could be pretty cool. We'll see. I also recently, I tried to do some, excuse me, I had something in my throat there. So I tried to do some more IRL stuff at a local state park of mine, but the weather the last week and a half has really just thrown all my plans into chaos, really. And the one day when I did go out, despite the weather, I got absolutely devoured by mosquitoes, and it was one of the most horrible experiences of my entire life. And then, of course, there's been a lot of construction going on in my neighborhood, so that's really interrupted some of my plans as well in just trying to get videos out. You may be able to hear some of it going on in the background, and I would like to apologize for that if you can hear it. It's been a relatively quiet day today, all things considered, in regards to construction, of course. So I'm hoping, at least for the next couple of hours, you know, they'll stay quiet. I don't know exactly what they're doing today that would cause it to be so much more quiet. Maybe they're doing some paving or bulldozing of some kind. I'm not really sure how all of that works. I'm still trying to, as well, figure out a comfortable, I don't know how you would describe it really, but just a more comfortable form of speaking, I guess, because I still do kind of struggle with that. I'm not sure if that really is coming across today or not, but I'm not, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm trying too hard to achieve a certain sound, but at the same time, I think part of it is just because I really, really don't use my voice all that often, like at all. I think sometimes I can go like 3-4 days and I'll speak maybe 50 words. You know, I really, really am just not talking very often. So I think I need to do more practice in that regard. And if I look like an absolute loony bird talking to myself, that's a price I'm willing to pay to see this work out, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I've had a lot more ideas for content, and I have some stuff that I want to do, and I'm sort of at a creative block on how I execute these ideas with the very limited resources that I have available. I think, honestly, it may just come down to me experimenting with my phone and the microphone on the Apple earbuds that you used to get. So I don't know if that'll be the greatest content, but you know, just because I really enjoy just experimenting, you know, just trying new things and everything that comes along with that. So if it's not perfect, then it's not perfect, you know. So we only have 15 jumps now. We're really getting close. So if we take a peek here. Oh wow, my I don't know if it came across on screen or not, but my computer really didn't like that. So as you can see, we're really, really closing in, and the bubble is all the way back here. thing that does kind of annoy me a little bit about Elite is, and maybe it's just me, but trying to figure out the map controls for me has been really difficult, despite playing this game for however long. So, but as you can see, this is my home base. Or at least it was. I don't know if it'll stay that way, but this is the station I have my other, at least most of my other ships at, I think. And it's 25,000 light years away. I think the furthest any man-made object has gone beyond Earth is like, I want to say like 18 light years, maybe not even that. That might really be stretching it. Yeah, I think I misspoke there. I don't think it's nearly that far. I think it might be 1.8 or something. In fact, let me see if I can Google that really quick. Behind the scenes. Let's find out. Furthest man-made object from Earth. The furthest man-made object from Earth is the Voyager 1 space probe. It has reached a distance of 23.381 billion kilometers from Earth. I have no idea how far that is. I don't even think that's a light year. But the Voyager probe, both of them are in this game. So when I do get around to having the Sol system unlocked, we can go take a look at those. They're further along now in game than they are in real life, because obviously the game takes place in the far, far future. So I think we're in year 3318. I'm not entirely sure, but we're in the future. That's all that really matters. So okay. I'm sorry if you heard some disturbances there in the background. I had to close a door. So it's really unfortunate that I just haven't had, normally, before when I was making videos, I had the luxury of working late. So I could be up at like 2 in the morning making videos, but now I don't have that luxury. So sometimes I do get interrupted, and it makes content creation all the more difficult. So, and of course, I know I should start properly editing my videos, but again, I just haven't had the time. So I know it's rather unprofessional, but just as a starting point, I'm okay with the sort of amateur vibe to these videos. I know for a fact in the future, like if I can get to like 500 subscribers. You know, that's a lofty goal. But if I can get to like 500 subscribers, then, you know, maybe I'll start making more time to do these videos rather than just looking for the opportunity, you know what I mean? Because, you know, obviously, I don't remember if I mentioned it before or not, but as it currently stands, this is just a hobby, you know, and I love doing this. I'm finding incredible joy making content, and I always suspected I would, but, you know, I get an immense amount of joy out of this. I love doing this for you guys. It's just, if I'm being realistic about it, you know, with the way the world is, not to be too political or anything, but it's very important that I take care of myself first. So I hope you all can understand that if there are, you know, breaks in the content. I don't like that it has to be this way, obviously, but for now, it's just the way that things are. So, little bit of a tangent there. Apologies for that, but, you know, this week I do have some free time, so I'm hoping that I can get at least 10-15 videos done, which is a lot of work. But if I can get a backlog going and just have some stuff coming out every now and again, that'll lift a huge burden on me. So if you're watching this video and it's still been a week or two since this has gone up, wish me luck in the comments below that I'll be able to get some stuff going in that regards. So I don't know. It can be a little nerve-wracking, you know, because I want this to succeed. I really, really do. But being at the position that I am currently when it comes to content creation, you know, like, thank God, right? Thank God I'm doing this on YouTube and not Twitch. Because at the very least on YouTube, right, discoverability is a thing. So, and, you know, Google Analytics are phenomenal, and I look at those every now and again, and I have an idea of where I can improve, and, you know, I have a bunch of notes that I've taken over the last couple weeks, and, you know, just really sort of analyzing my channel. It's great. But starting off small is terrifying, you know, because I feel like, and I don't know if this is the case because I've never been in the situation, but I feel like once you get to a certain couple numbers on YouTube, I feel like you can be pretty safe, right? Like, maybe 40,000 subscribers. I feel like you get to 40,000 subscribers, you know, I feel like you don't have to worry as much, because I feel like once you get to that sort of number, you've got a lot of the scary stuff figured out. Like, if you have 40,000 subscribers, I think at that point, like, you can accept you make, you know, at least decent content that people want to watch. But when you're just starting out and you're subjecting yourself to the opinions of others, it can be really nerve-wracking. when you don't see the growth or you don't see certain numbers and whatnot. Luckily for me, I haven't had, despite the few times where I've had some significant gaps in my uploads, I haven't had a moment where I look at the numbers and they're really scary, right? Because, I can see all my numbers and I look at it and it's like, okay, I have something here, right? There is, there's hope, I guess. I look at my numbers and I see hope because, I don't have insane numbers, obviously. I appreciate all of you who do tune into the channel and watch. Obviously, I am more than appreciative. I couldn't possibly thank you enough for that support and continuing to support. But I guess the point I'm trying to make, if there is one, is that as much as I have loved doing this, as much as I have found, just an endless source of joy in my life, there are times where it does affect me in ways I don't think I ever anticipated, I guess, is in a really roundabout way what I'm trying to say. So and that's another tangent, I guess, finished. So sometimes I feel like I should start keeping a notepad of things to talk about, because sometimes I fear when I make videos that I can sort of just start spiraling into these nonsensical sort of tangents, I guess. And if you're into that, power to you. I love freestyle. Obviously, I just sort of wing it, right? But I think one of the content ideas that I do have, and it's why I was out getting slaughtered by mosquitoes, is that I want to record myself reading some stories out in the woods. I think that would be very nice, very calm, very relaxing, and it gives me a bit more structure that way. Of course, I have to read royalty-free stories. And that's the other thing, too, about some of the ideas I have, is I am not completely familiar with the copyright implications of some stuff, so I'm really kind of nervous to do some of those. And then there's a channel on YouTube that I watch quite frequently, too, really, that are just ridiculous in terms of production value. That's Made in France ASMR and Atlas ASMR. They do a lot of really artistic, sort of cinematic videos that I find very enjoyable, and I would love to be in a position to do that as well. Unfortunately, I don't have the super powerful, I can't remember exactly what brand it was. I think it was a Panasonic. I had a Panasonic camera for a while that eventually crapped out, and I haven't been able to replace it because, cameras are a bit on the spendy side at the moment. So, I would love to do some more artistic stuff, and the only thing with that kind of content, right, is I'm not so sure I want to be showing myself on camera just yet. At least my face. Like, I'll do stuff with my hands just fine. That I don't have any problem with that. But you know, I'm always wary of how much information I'm sharing on the internet because it's a wild world out there, of course. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But this is a dwarf star that we're flying to. But yeah, I also like see when it comes to like artistic stuff. I had an idea, and let me know down in the comments if this appeals to you at all. But I had an idea for a sort of late night radio show, if that makes sense, like late night television, but on the radio, but like not late night television because late night television is super cringe, but like just a sort of. 'Cause I used to fall asleep listening to the radio, and they used to have like after hours shows and stuff, and just very calmly talking about news stories, fictional news stories, and put on a little vocal effect over that instead of just my raw voice, make it sound like it's actually coming out of radio. I have the prop for it, and all I would really need to do at that point is record a radio for like an hour, you know. Of course, I have to write a script for that, so that'd be a project that would take a little bit. But if that's something that sounds interesting to you, please feel free to let me know down in the comments section, because I think it's a really cool idea, and I probably will do it eventually. It's just a matter of I don't know how it would be perceived, I guess. And like sometimes when I'm thinking about content, I'm thinking ahead a little bit, and I'm trying to imagine how it would do in the algorithm. And there are some videos that I want to save until I'm a little bit bigger on YouTube, and then there's stuff like this where I can just sit down for like an hour and a half and pump something like this out. Which reminds me too, if you have any games you'd like to see me play that you find relaxing, please feel free to let me know, of course, and I'll look into that game. I still have a bunch of other ones that I'm probably going to end up starting this week, like Stardew Valley and Power Wash Simulator and some stuff like that. Car Mechanic Simulator is another one that I'm really into that I'll have to do this week with the free time that I have. So I don't know what's coming out when, what's coming out first. I know this video will be before anything else. This is going up first. After that, no idea. We'll see. I've got so much recording to do. I'll have to buy some throat lozenges, I think, or some tea, maybe, something to protect my very fragile voice as I work through, just getting used to speaking for hours on end, I guess. But we are now approaching our final destination. You can see it right there to our right there. And it looks very strange. That's not how I would have anticipated it to look originally. So we do have to be very careful going to this system. I really hope I don't mess this up and crash. So, oh, this is a bit nerve-wracking. Because black holes have some ridiculous gravity, and we want to avoid all of that immediately for, you know, every possible reason. So we'll get to Sagittarius A star here. Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy. The center. I don't want to go near that. Oh, I have to. God, that terrifying. There are not a lot of things in life that scare me. There's some fleet carriers around. I wonder if I can land at one of them. See, there's the center right there. And that horrifies me. So is it just a bunch of fleet carriers then? Source 2, that's a video game engine. Of course, I've never been here, so I don't know what's here. Looks like a lot of fleet carriers. Honestly, I might have to land on one of those. Oh, distant worlds. I didn't know they were here. I guess it makes sense. But yeah, that's a whole lot of fleet carriers. See, 114 light seconds. But I feel like that brings me right into the gravity of the black hole. So, if you've never played Elite, the little yellow ring is what represents gravity, and going into that would cause immediate death. So let's see what this center thing is here. I hate not seeing this circle. I hate it so much. I don't even know if this is anything. Let's see. Where is it? Of course, I have no idea. Is it in my contacts? Yes. God, this is horrifying. My nerves are just losing it right now. I am so scared. I am unironically terrified. There are very few things in life that scare me, and somehow this is one of them. Five, no, 6. Deep breath, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this is going to take. Why is there a beluga here? Or whatever that is. I mean, oh god, oh god. Oh Jesus. Oh god. Okay. Just some shield damage, alright, that's fine. So we're just gonna scan this tourist beacon. Nice. And then, let's jump into, the camera suite. Let's see if we can, yeah, that'll work. Alright, and now we're immediately leaving. Alright. Whew, that was nerve-wracking. Now let's take a grand old look. I highly doubt that we can plot a route back to where I want to go. But we're gonna try. Nope. So we gotta go somewhere like here, I think. To zoom in and click on something. Nope, still too far. What about here? Actually, let's just click on something. There we go. We started from down here, and on my way back I think I'll go above the bubble for a bit. So, how many jumps is that? 392. Oh my god. And that's not even, that's like halfway. So anyway, I want to thank you all once again so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye for now.